Houses built in the 1920s stay naturally cool in 100-degree heat without air conditioning, while modern homes become unbearable without $3,000 cooling systems running constantly. Old homes use architectural features that maintain comfortable temperatures through physics and airflow, consuming zero electricity for cooling. The hidden reason modern houses can't do this isn't improved technology or energy efficiency. It's that construction companies eliminated natural cooling features to create dependency on expensive HVAC systems that generate billions in ongoing revenue. Today, 90% of homes built after 1980 require mechanical cooling to stay livable during summer months. By the end of this video, you'll learn 5 cooling secrets from old houses that can cut your AC bills in half this summer. This invisible machinery began when HVAC manufacturers realized they could make more money selling cooling systems than builders could profit from one-time construction sales. Companies like Carrier and Trane partner with construction firms to eliminate natural cooling features from standard house designs, replacing cross-ventilation with sealed buildings that require mechanical climate control. They convinced architects that energy efficient meant airtight construction, when actually old houses use strategic airflow to stay cool without consuming any energy at all. The result was homes designed to fail at natural temperature regulation, forcing families into expensive cooling dependency that enriches HVAC companies every summer. The lie here isn't just corporate conspiracy. It's building codes written by the cooling industry that actually prohibit the natural ventilation techniques old houses use successfully for decades. Modern construction requires seal vapor barriers and specific R values that eliminate the breathability and airflow patterns that kept houses cool naturally. Meanwhile, regulations mandate mechanical ventilation systems even in climates where natural airflow would provide superior comfort without electrical consumption. The codes literally make it illegal to build houses the way they were constructed successfully before air conditioning existed, forcing builders to create thermal problems they then sell expensive solutions to fix. Here's the cooling wisdom that 1920s architects mastered, and modern homeowners can still use today to transform their hot houses into naturally comfortable spaces. Old house cooling works through 5 specific design principles that any homeowner can implement to reduce cooling costs dramatically. First, cross-ventilation placement uses window positioning to create airflow channels that pull hot air out while drawing cool breezes in from shaded areas. Second, thermal mass management uses materials like brick and stone that absorb heat during day and release it slowly at night when outdoor temperatures drop. Third, strategic shading employs deep porches, awnings, and tree placement that blocks solar radiation before it reaches windows and walls. Fourth, stack effect ventilation uses the physics principle that hot air rises to create natural circulation through properly placed vents and windows at different heights throughout the house. Fifth, nighttime cooling techniques open specific windows after sunset to flush hot air accumulated during daytime and replace it with cool outdoor air, pre-cooling the house for the next day. These principles work so effectively that houses in the Deep South remain comfortable during brutal summers using nothing but physics, strategic architecture, and understanding of local wind patterns that modern meteorology can help homeowners identify and exploit. Now, let's talk about what implementing these old house cooling secrets actually costs compared to running air conditioning systems continuously. The average American home spends $600 to $1,200 annually on cooling electricity, while strategic natural cooling modifications cost $200 to $500 in materials and can reduce cooling needs by 50 to 70% permanently. Installing awnings, opening strategic airflow paths, adding thermal mass with stone or tile accents, and optimizing window operation for nighttime cooling creates ongoing savings without ongoing electrical consumption. The modifications pay for themselves within one cooling season while providing superior comfort that doesn't depend on electrical grid reliability. But here's the limitation most people don't realize. These techniques work best in specific climate zones with predictable wind patterns and seasonal temperature variations. In areas with extreme humidity, dead calm conditions, or minimal nighttime temperature drops, natural cooling may need supplementation with mechanical systems. However, for 70% of American homes, old house cooling principles can eliminate or dramatically reduce air conditioning dependency while providing more consistent comfort than forced air systems. The practical fix involves 5 immediate steps any homeowner can implement this week to start cooling their house like architects designed them before HVAC dependency existed. Install reflective window coverings on south and west-facing windows to block solar gain. Create cross-ventilation paths by opening windows on opposite sides of the house during evening hours. Add thermal mass with tile or brick accents in rooms that overheat. Plant shade trees or install awnings to block afternoon sun from hitting the house directly, and use nighttime cooling by opening windows strategically after outdoor temperature drops below indoor temperature. The tool that makes this most effective is a simple indoor-outdoor thermometer that shows when outdoor air becomes cooler than indoor air, indicating optimal timing for natural cooling techniques. Many homeowners also benefit from small window fans positioned to pull hot air out rather than push cool air in, working with natural stack effect rather than fighting it. Your house doesn't have to be a victim of poor thermal design that requires expensive mechanical solutions to stay livable. Old houses prove that proper architecture can maintain comfort naturally while eliminating ongoing cooling costs and electrical dependency. If energy independence means controlling your own comfort, then natural cooling means controlling your own bills. Hot houses generate profits for HVAC companies, but cool houses generate savings for families. Now I want to hear from you. Have you noticed that older houses stay cooler than newer ones during heat waves? Do you use any natural cooling techniques learned from traditional architecture? Or does your modern house require constant air conditioning to stay comfortable? Share your cooling experiences in the comments. If you found these old house cooling secrets helpful, hit subscribe. There's a whole series here revealing traditional building wisdom that solves modern home problems without expensive mechanical systems. See you in the next one.